Hey, Sandy.
What's up, Carlos?
What are we doing?
Recording season 3 of Off Your Flosser podcast.
Already? What do we want the people to do?
Find us. YouTube, Apple Podcast, we're everywhere. Like, follow, subscribe.
And go floss yourselves.
And go floss yourselves. I'm about to lose my mind, Carlos.
Dude, you got aliens.
I literally, it's staring at me.
I'm not trying to freak you out or anything, dude, but that spider looks like he's got bad intentions, bro.
I bet he does. He's probably pissed off because John killed his buddy earlier.
You got to send a message, man. Wait a minute, what are we talking about?
His chops. Hold on.
All right, so for those of you guys who don't know, Sandy may or may not have an intruder in her house, and it's an 8-legged variety, some kind of devil spider.
Here.
I don't know what it is.
Look at this. This is the actual picture.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna screenshot it and chop it up and put it on the episode. I got a grumpy baby in the background, so I apologize. He's got a little cold or something, so
yeah.
He's just not happy this morning. So
did you get it? Did you get that picture?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here staring at it, and it literally is like the size of my hand.
In real life,
maybe
it's
not
way
that
more.
big, but in real life, it keeps like pulling its leg to its mouth, going yum 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 yum.
Yeah, he's just waiting for an opportunity to swing in that open door, and he's staring at your neck right now, son.
I know. I'm looking at him, looking at me.
That might be one of those famous Missouri vampire spiders.
Never heard of that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
They're infamous. Maybe not famous, but they're infamous for sure. Either way,
Killing.
I'd sleep with like one of those collars that you wear after you've been in a car accident, just to be on the safe side.
But that has holes in it, so I'm gonna use that and then duct tape all the way around it.
The big foamy ones, dude. That's what you need. They go up under your chin, from your chin to your collar. Yeah.
That would help because.
Give you a fighting
look at his
chance.
other hands now.
Dude,
John,
I'm
go
telling you.
smash that thing. Ugh! Gosh, I can't deal with it.
But here's the thing: if you try to
stop, I'm
can't
just
even
stop
look
looking
at
it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna ignore it. Shit, I looked again. All right, okay. So let's episode 157. Here's what I'm thinking, bro. I think we should, because we're winding down season 4. This should actually be the finale for season 4. Sorry, season 3.
Right.
And then let's take a couple weeks, because we've been doing this consistently for 3 years, every single week. And maybe we should take a tiny little vacation and then come back in 2 weeks with season 4. Do you think people would live if we did that?
I think like addicts, some people may go to other podcasts just to get their fix, but it's sort of like it's not the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna wait till the blue meth comes back out. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. You know? It's like goes, you inject it straight into your ears through your earphones and enjoy the benefits.
And part of the reason I'm saying that is, one, I don't know if I'm going to live through the day with that thing trying to kill me. The other thing is,
it's touch and go in St. Louis.
Phoenix. I know. I'm going to touch it and go kill it anyway. But Phoenix, my sister lives in Phoenix. I'm going to go there this weekend.
Okay.
Big Tuna's going to go trick-or-treating, and we're all just going to spend a little sister time together. So
sounds good.
And then I think it's the perfect timing. We'll come back strong, season 4, new intro, maybe new advertisers. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I do think that's probably, out of all the crazy ideas we come up with, that's probably one of the most sound, I think, and healthy ideas for us and for the podcast. The next couple of weeks are going to be real stressful for me, in a good way. We did the festival last week. If you caught episode 156, that was on that.
Yeah, the episode is really good. We had some really good guests. We had like Linda from PDT, Ann Duffy from Do, Tom Jackson, Auto Flosser. I had such a good time, and then I was watching the episode, and I was like, this is really good. You did a good job on that. And I'm going to tell you, the quality of the video when we are actually sitting together is top notch. Okay, so it's not like top notch, but considering like I'm probably like freezing and then moving and then freezing now, being together on the same video is amazing to me.
Well,
we had so much fun.
Yeah, it's. I didn't really do. I just got a decent camera and a really good lens, and that makes all the difference in the world.
Right.
I don't know if I gotta show you some pictures of Anthony that I took with this setup.
Oh, with
Sandy. I mean, it looks like a professional photographer did them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. But I mean, we had an awesome time. I mean, we hosted a game show, like an adult scavenger hunt, and people were showing us scars and tattoos.
That day. I saw more underwear that day than on laundry day.
Too much for the senses. Yeah. And what made me laugh was like there really weren't prizes. People were just hyper competitive, and we had grown adults doing the worm. Remember that nonsense?
Yes.
Hilarious.
And then, oh my gosh, and then they would, like, we asked for a sock with a hole in it, and people were like trying to rip their socks, and we're like, after that was all done, we were like, how do you guys put your socks on? Through a hole. And they were like,
every sock has a hole in it. One dude was trying to chew a hole through it. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Like, okay, nasty. Stop.
So that was the third day there. This is the third day in, and by this time we've gotten not a whole lot of sleep. We shut it down early that night, and then we got up at the crack of dawn and hosted from 7 to about 5:30. The Dentistry's Got Talent, day one.
Yeah. Let me show off my cup real quick. This thing, I love this thing. It's
you still working it, huh?
Yeah, and it's squishy, so like it was easy to pack. It didn't take a whole lot of room. It has a lid with a little you can push this and it'll close. So now you can't spill it.
It sticks in there.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. And it's got a little pull tab so you can pull it back out.
And anyway, it's colorful as all get outs.
It has a straw hole. Yeah, I was thinking we should get some for OYF. I think that would be awesome. It's very colorful.
I think it's not only does it hold your drink, but it's a super tactile thing too, right?
Yeah. So
like the feel of it,
like, yeah, it feels good. It's grippy. Like it's not gonna slip out of your hand. I have coffee in it right now, and it doesn't necessarily keep my coffee super warm for very long. But like cold drinks and stuff, it's perfect. It's perfect for stuff like that. So.
Well, all that's saying is stop monkeying around and drinking coffee. That's what that cup is saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you call me, crazy? Drink your coffee.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. So hurry up and drink your coffee. Yeah.
That's what it's saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Dentistry's Got Talent went pretty well. With the start, because we didn't quite know exactly how to do it, what to do, that sort of thing. We had never done it before, but I feel like we fell into a groove. We got our, groove mojo, whatever you want to call it. And it was fun. Like, we got to meet a lot of the speakers. We got to hang out with the judges a little bit. So I really enjoyed myself, and I would love to go back if they would have us.
I think definitely. Excuse me. If they know what's good for the organization.
I'll stick the spider on him.
That sounded like a threat.
Now he's licking his back legs. Oh my gosh.
That's the equivalent of chalking your cue stick,
Yeah, he's like just gearing up.
He's just getting ready to just jet
it's
in
like,
there.
Remember in gym class, like back in elementary school, like
you lace up your sneakers?
Hand and then no, you would lick your hand and rub the bottom of your shoes to get all the like dust or whatever off, so you could run and grip faster. No.
What kind of superhero school did you go to?
I don't know. Was it the Umbrella Academy or something?
No, we didn't do that.
No, it's mostly the guys. They would go lick their hand and then rub the bottom of their sneakers, and they would grip a little bit better on the floor. That's exactly what he's doing, because he's like, okay. I'm going to lick my feet so I stick better. I'm about to sprint right up in her face.
There you go. She's not even gonna see me coming. Next thing you know, windshield in your face. That's what's gonna happen.
Ugh,
All right,
anyway.
dude, stop looking at it, man.
I can't. You know? It's right there. Like, I turn my head like not even 3 degrees when he's licking his paws, like licking his chops.
You're gonna have to close that eye or something. Put some tape over your glasses.
Put a blinder on like the horses.
Yeah, just ignore him.
I can't see it.
He's like a bully. Just ignore him and he'll go away. You know. He wants attention.
No, the bullies you have to punch in the neck, and then they leave you alone.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any advice that other than going out there and smashing him in the face with a brick, which I probably wouldn't do since he's on the windshield. All right, just
right.
Yeah.
I'll ignore him.
We're recording.
I'll put this up there.
Yeah. There you go. That looks amazing. That looks
effective. You know
effective.
what this is, right? This is the awesome thing we took.
Oh yeah.
The signed autographs. That was hilarious.
It was so dumb.
However, people
it went over
like,
well.
Yeah, I know. I would have never thought in a million years people would be like, "Yeah, I want your autograph," and I'm like, "Okay, I mean, we're nobodies, but here you go."
So for new listeners, I thought it'd be funny to make. We printed up some photos with our pictures, the logo, and a QR code with all our links on it, right? And with the goal being, there's enough space on the ends that we can sign it, and it's sort of like, here you go to our fans, right? Turns out people were digging it because nobody else even thought about doing some nonsense like that. People were like, well, I'm going to hold on to this. I said, well, if you want me to sign it, you got to bring it by the booth. And a couple people did, and we handed out a bunch of them. We just had a blast, man. It's just so dumb.
It was
thing.
Fun and dumb and hilarious, and it's like, I don't know. I would do it again for sure. Now, the only thing I think I would change is the time. Like, because a weeks-long conference where you just go, it was a little much. But, like, 4 days, that's perfect. But I don't know. He had so many activities. It's hard to fit all that in without expanding it to that many days.
I squeezed a couple naps in. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did too. I skipped the black tie event. I was so... I went up to the hotel room and I watched Whose Line Is It Anyway? You know that show?
Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Love that show. Ryan Stiles, he's my favorite. Anyway,
it was
a
fun show.
Yeah. It's still on. It's still on.
No.
Colin Mockery has like white hair, but
that's hilarious. No, I'm talking about the event, the black tie thing. It was fun.
The black tie event.
Yeah, and I forget who was DJing, maybe John Stamper, but it got to the point where it felt like one, and I'm not complaining, like one long party, and I think it's just because we had so many responsibilities to do. Oh, and then Friday night there was a comedy show. And your boy was headlining that one, and I
know.
I went last. I didn't headline. I went last. That's so.
You had Frank King opened it up. He did a really good job. And then what was the second guy? It was like Marcus
Martin.
Marcus Martin. Yes. I knew it was the
super cool dude.
And he was funny. He was edgy. Like,
he was a little edgy.
He said one thing, and I was like, "Oh!" And you look around, you're like, "Did anybody else like?" Whoa, that was really borderline. But anyway,
I liked his flow. I mean, he kind of got off to. It's a matter he didn't know the audience, but I think he got to see him while Frank was up there, and then he got the. You got the feel of it. He got the vibe, and then he went up there. I thought he did well.
Yeah, he did.
I was running on fumes. People say that, and honestly, again, I might be my own harshest critic. Excuse me.
You are.
I think that it was a huge room, and it was maybe half full, or more like a third full, and the acoustics were throwing me off. The sound was throwing me off, so I wasn't getting the feedback that I normally. You know what I'm saying? But everyone was complimentary, and they come up to me laughing like, "Hey, man, that was hysterical." So. And Elijah liked it, so that's pretty much all that matters, So
and you got to introduce our new, I guess, business plan, which is pretty cool. I mean,
just putting it out there so when you see it on the shelves,
Yeah.
Get that hose in your system.
Made some hose water.
Yeah. And then
Anyways.
the Sunday fun day on the yacht thing, that was amazing. But yeah, I think the people that were on that boat, and no disrespect to anyone, were
we're talking about
all the influencers. Yeah, no, I know. But everybody there, you can what's up and strike up an amazing conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
It was
yeah, everybody was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
Some people had to leave; they couldn't make it, or what? You know what I'm saying? They left before, which was, I get it. Everybody's got commitments, everybody's got things to do. You can't stop.
Right.
But if you were there, it was plus it was super cool looking at all those mansions that were right on the water. How cool was that?
And some of them were newer houses. Some of them were, you could tell, were like built, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. The design difference. I love like the modern look where it's just kind of like flat top, lots of glass so you can see everything.
Right.
I really like that kind of style. But
one house we
somebody
passed
looked at, yeah.
Had that gym that faced the water. Remember that? I'm sure that was several of them, but
I think I saw that. Yeah,
I think you were standing next to each other, and you go, look, you can see their whole gym. They had like a treadmill and a elliptical facing the window.
I said that. Gosh, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I had a couple drinks by then.
It's all good. I left Monday. You left right after that, and
yeah. So I moved my flight up because I was like, man, I need a buffer day. And I literally needed that buffer day. So when I got home at 2 a.m. on Monday. And, I slept till about 8:30. And then we took the dog to the vet, ran a couple errands. I came back. I took another nap for like probably 2 hours. And then I slept all night long. And I slept good. I mean, I was just wore out. So kudos to Elijah Desmond for creating an event that wipes you out so much that you need to just sleep a day. When you get back.
Well, that's the problem. Excuse me, I don't know, I got a little frog or something, but
Frog.
And that's from this weekend. We got home Monday. I started doing laundry, getting caught up with everything. And then Thursday, I met him in the airport. We flew down or up to Philadelphia. We just got back yesterday evening.
Yeah, back
he went
to it was crazy.
To the Brown Girl RDH gala, the big celebration. I couldn't make it. I had something at the house that I had to take care of, and somebody wasn't feeling well. So I was like, I'm tapping out. I'm done.
Golly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you were busy all week.
And Elijah,
2 weeks.
He's like, can we go get some food for some of the people? Chris and.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, sure, whatever you need, man. So I had my truck, so I went, he got the luggage. I went, picked up the car, threw all the stuff in the back. And this dude travels with a giant DJ case, that giant case, right? It's got to be 4 feet tall. He's got 2 giant hard-sized bags that weigh 80 pounds apiece. And so we got all this junk, threw in the back of the car, but we had plenty of room. We go down to Hattie B's. Nashville hot style chicken. Place is always packed, right? Sandy, I don't mess with fried chicken anymore because you know my history, but I do enjoy a good piece of fried chicken,
Yeah.
And this shit is the best. Seriously, it's so good, hot, crispy, just meaty, and mouth watering. So while we're looking at the GPS, we're a block away. I'm like, hey, next time, maybe you need to hit this barbecue spot. It's called Fox Brothers. It's one of the best spots in town. It's not cheap, but it's delicious. He goes,
yeah.
Do they have brisket? I'm like, bro, do they have brisket? He goes, we're going to order some food there. I'm like, all right. So while we're in line at the chicken place, he's calling ahead, so they can start making it. 'Cause it takes about 30 minutes. And then Brandon from Nachos shows up.
Yeah,
and Lauren King, they're in town. Yeah. They pull up. Everybody puts their order in. We bag everything up, jump back in, go pick up the barbecue, go to the hotel, and I'm in the dropping them off, trying to get my chicken out of there. Anyway, we figure it all out, and Becky comes pouring out of the hotel, and here comes Chris, couple other people. Everybody's grabbing bags and suitcases. Then they're gonna go in and party. And I was like,
oh my gosh,
dude, I'd love to hang out, but I'm done. And I still got an hour and a half drive, so I'm gonna go. So,
wow,
we were in Philly for the Pediatric Airway Symposium, and super fun, cool people. And then we did like a little costume thing Saturday night at a local bar, restaurant type of thing. And of course, he's DJing, and I'm trying to do jokes, but we had a little glitch. The mic didn't show up, but that's okay. We improvised and overcame. And just a fun event, but it was just on a bookend to that last week. I go,
like you've been going for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, and
it's crazy.
I got to shut it down.
I'm surprised you got up on time to do this.
I think I went to bed at 10:30 last night, which you know me, I never go to bed before midnight. You know, so yeah. Anyway, so we're all caught up. Oh, big announcement! I'm gonna let you take the mic for 10 minutes if you want, but November 6th, I got picked to go to Utah to shoot my dry bar comedy special. So I'm so excited about that, man. Yeah, I'm real excited.
I can't wait to see it come out and share the crap out of it. Because I mean, really.
Thank you.
Like what is Elijah said something like you should be like blowing up or something like that. You should be way bigger than you are, and I think maybe this is the start. Well, not the start, but you know, this.
I don't want to jinx it, and you never know what's going to happen.
That's true. You never know. I get it. Yeah.
And one show isn't going to make or break you, but there are moments where you maybe you level up to the next plateau. You know what I'm saying? I've been at this level for a while. You know, touring nationally at dental conferences all over. But if I could segue into medical and, you know, just all those different branches and just be one of them. And so since this was a pediatric airway summit, I go. So I went up after a guy who did. I had to talk about driven dental airway marketing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy that went up before me played a video of kids that are having medical problems and not sleeping well, and just, you know, they weren't. It was an emotional thing. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to get in a different headspace, right?
Right.
So, I was curious, but I was like, nah, I gotta focus on my thing, right? So I come out and Elijah gives me an introduction, and so people are like, they're cold at this point. So I come out and there's a podium, and no one used the podium, so I stand next to the podium and I go, "Hola." I can relax, everyone. I speak English, so I just kind of like, and then I just started, you know, I hit him with a couple of jokes, and then I go, you know, what are we doing here, guys? We're talking about, you know, sleep disordered breathing, and you know, I have my own experience with it. The other day I woke up gasping for air, and I thought, am I having a sleep apnea episode? You know, what's going on? Turns out it was just my wife holding a pillow over my face. I'm like, girl, stop playing before you kill somebody. She's a nurse. She knows exactly how long I can go without oxygen. You know?
Right.
And
how did that go over? Did they laugh at that?
They kind of looked at each other, and then they kind of got into the rhythm of it, and then so it was so dumb, but you know, I had to break the ice somehow.
It's hilarious.
Then I go into my speech, and then Elijah's like, "You got a minute left. You hit him with another one, and we'll be doing it tonight." And I was like, "Ugh." So I had to come up on the spot, and people go, "Man, that's impressive that you can even do that." I'm like, "It's material. I got it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I didn't come up with it. It was just there. I was telling somebody a story about how it pisses me off that everybody rewards 10-year-olds with black belt degrees. And I was walking past a karate student. I see a graduation, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in and challenge the whole class to a death fight, you know? And it was just an excuse for me to kick 10-year-olds in the chest, you know what I mean? Like Leonidas from 300. And, of course, this is all it's all made up. So people, and they're like, we paid what? I'm a black belt and what? But, you know, and the point was that I'm making fun of kids, and I have this stupid idea of just going in. It's just a way to beat up kids, which isn't cool, but the thought of it is funny, if that makes sense. No?
You're bad. You're bad.
So silly.
Oh my gosh. The thought, like imagining you doing that would be hilarious, because
that's
I feel
the funny
like
part.
I feel like if it really did happen, you'd probably get kicked in the mouth.
Yeah, there'd be some tall, lanky 12-year-old that'd be like, okay, you know, and then give it 3 times in the face, and that would be the end of it, you know?
Yeah, you're like, oh, hold on. Okay.
But, you know, that's what happens.
Oh, my gosh. So, in my world, house is still not done, and it's getting colder. It was like 60-something all day, and so it can't come soon enough. But did you see my post the other day? I started it with a joke because in my world, I don't like people feeling sorry for me. That's not my shtick or whatever.
Yeah.
I want people to, I'm an open book, so like, I'm open with my life because there's a lot of things that people need to be aware about, like infertility, childlessness, ovarian cancer, stuff like that. So I opened my post with, I said, well, it's good news, bad news. Good news is I'm about to lose some weight. Bad news is, how much does a uterus weigh? And in my mind, like, as I'm writing that out, I chuckled after.
It's a good joke,
but
man.
then it's good, right?
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But, the truth behind it is they do think I'm having a recurrence of my granulosa cell tumor cancer because I've had a cyst on my ovary for a couple years. They've been watching it. It started to change recently, getting bigger and a little more solid. And he said that that's characteristics of GCT. So I'm going to have surgery. They're going to take all the, Oh, and here's the kicker. December 16th, I'm going to be out for, like 3 weeks or whatever. But we'll deal with the podcast stuff later. I think it'll be fine. But I was telling somebody that joke, and she was like, it's really funny. And I was like, what? And she goes, it only weighs about a pound. And I was like, are you effing kidding me? So I'm going to go through all this and only lose a pound. That's ridiculous. I should, like, do some lipo while you're in there or something. Take something that's a little heavier.
That's one Firehouse sub.
Jeez. Right? Oh, you don't need both lungs. Get rid of one of those. Well, those are mostly filled with air. That's fine. But, like, one kidney, take half my liver. It'll regenerate. Oh, but then I'll gain the weight back. I don't know. Just while you're in there. Don't need this. It's like fixing a car.
Tape it on the stomach. Take half of it off.
Throw this out. Exactly. Like, while you're in there, trim it down a little. Everybody's so worried
Snatch
about the
appendix.
outers, like the fat. Jeez.
The appendix is doing nothing.
Take it.
Snatch him the hell out of there,
It's probably filled with nail clippings. No.
That's horrible.
I'm just kidding. I don't like eat my nails. But some people do, and I've heard stories. It's so gross. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like, while you're in there, you might as well just throw this out. Don't need this. Don't need that.
You know what I imagine your appendix might be filled with? You ever... And this is stupid. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but
okay.
When you take a bottle of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take the top off. So you have the bottle, and then you have that little plastic ring around the mouth part.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Maybe 60 of those for some reason,
Because you don't know how to like not swallow them when you take a drink.
Yeah, no, I don't know why that's, and it could be just super idiotic on my part, but it just makes me laugh thinking, what would the doctor think?
It's
like,
full of those.
How the hell did? Luckily, she had an appendix.
Look that up. What's the weirdest thing people have found in an appendix?
Can you find things in appendixes?
Well, yeah. I mean, when they open it up, I'm sure. Isn't that what it's for? It's like the trash bag of the digestive system.
I heard it's to digest grass and stuff, like back in the day. That's why we don't use it anymore.
I don't know.
No, I could be making that up. I don't know. I'm filled with facts that
kind
may
of
or may
grass
not
are we
be
talking about now?
real facts. The kind you eat, I guess. You munch on things.
The edibles kind.
Can things get stuck in your appendix? That's hilarious. All right, it says it's said to produce early defenses that help prevent serious infections in humans. Be involved in some sort of T lymphocyte, B lymphocyte mediated immune responses. So
wow.
I don't see if there's anything in it.
Oh, so it's not the trash bag. of the digestive system.
So I think it's just like a little side tail, a little side piece of the immune system. Of the,
it's the
of
baby
the immune
mama
system.
of the immune system.
Somebody wrote, "Where's the
Right.
appendix in the female body?" Come on, dude.
I mean, it's in the same place as the male
Same
body.
place.
So, but
Yeah.
chink. Anyway,
right.
yeah. So I'll have that surgery. I'll be down for a while. So yeah, I figure. I think it'll be fine. I mean,
think so.
You know, I'm old, so might as well just take the junk out you don't need, right?
You know, I was gonna say like clearing out the garage, but it's not the same thing. But you know what I'm saying?
No. It's like on the Geo Metro we have the AC, like the belt kept slipping off, so he just took all the AC stuff out. So same thing, right? I mean, literally, I'll probably have hot flashes after. So I mean, that makes a lot of sense. They're taking out my AC.
That's a hell of an analogy. Yeah, they are taking out your AC.
You're welcome. I feel like I should be paid for making up analogies because I'm fairly good at it. You give me a scenario. Give me a scenario, and I'm going to give you an analogy.
Give you a scenario. You want me to give you a scenario? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, and then I'll come up with an analogy.
All right. Losing something in high school is compared to, like, let's say you lost your house key. All right, you lose your house key in high school because you were at an event that you weren't supposed to go to. Okay.
Okay.
And then what's that compared to?
That's like, because basically, like, you know, when Spider-Man loses his Spidey senses, because like he can climb up walls and stuff. So let's say you're in high school, you lost your key. You're trying to sneak into the house. You're probably going to try to scale some walls, but let's be honest, you don't have the Spidey senses. So that's like Spidey losing his grippy hands.
That was kind of weak. That was kind of weak, I think.
That was weak, but you know.
Okay. All right. Well, there's been other times where you were, you know, brilliant at it. So
it's like in hygiene school, my brain would try to figure things out a different way. Like, for example, triglycerides. They were solid at room temperature, and she drew a triglyceride on the dry erase board. And I go, well, do you think the triglycerides are solid at room temperature because their structure, like, they seem like they would stack a little bit better than other fats and solid, or that are not solid at room temperature? And she was like, I'll have to get back to you on that one. I would always do that. I would always come up with weird analogies like that.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, it made sense.
Well, I'm thinking triglycerides, tripod stands up. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did I ever tell you about the time I think I had a rumor had it that my homeroom teacher when I was in high school had a bit of a sippy sip situation going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, like
this
something
is the
in the
80s.
bottom drawer?
Yeah, but you can get drunk in school in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could smoke in school in the 80s too.
Dude, I remember going to I went from a Catholic school to like a public high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was bathrooms on every floor, right? So the cafeteria is on the end of the first floor, and I walk into the bathroom to tinkle, right? And weed smoke, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I remember holding my breath like some sort of narky nerd, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want that evil smoke in my system, you know?
You didn't want to contact high? Hey, this is before they started drug testing. You should have taken advantage of that.
I should have just gotten it inhaled with, deeply. And I was 14 and a bit of a nerd, man. Yeah, I was a good kid.
Yeah.
And so that was one of my experiences. But damn, hold on a second. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, no. Well, my homeroom teacher, right, who we thought would drink, at school.
Yeah.
And so one day she was out, and we had Mr. Brown. He comes in and he's filling it, and I used to mess with him every day. I used to just ask him silly questions and stuff, right? And one day he's telling us about getting your dogs spayed or neutered, right? He does his whole spiel, right?
Okay.
Any questions? And I raise my hand. He goes, yes, Carlos. I go, Mr. Brown, what do they spray him with?
What is
He goes, it's spay, not spray, right? And then the bell goes off, and I was like, thanks, man. Have a good day. He's like, dude, you're the most stressful kid I know. I don't know why, but it was just fun to me.
Oh,
I went to,
funny.
I took, here's another story. You guys second? It was, I was in algebra with my buddy Ronnie O. And a good kid, man. Real nice kid. And he met his girlfriend when we were in high school, and they're still married. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You got 3 big boys. They're all bigger than, both of us. Just three beautiful young men. And we were in algebra class, and the teacher, I want his name is Mr. Kemka, all right? Had a beard, and you could tell this dude used to party in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Right? In hindsight, I know this guy partied in the 60s, right?
Yes.
Super cool, though. Real tall, real, but funny as hell, and kind of sarcastic. That's right up my alley,
I love that. Yes, dry, sarcastic humor. That is my jam.
And he goes, Carlos, do you have your homework? I was like, I did it, but I don't have it. All right? He goes, well, where is it? And he's walking to the front of the class. And Ronnie's looking at me because Ronnie knows I'm full of shit. He knows I don't have it, right? And then Ronnie has this. He's watching. He's waiting to see what transpires.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And he goes, well, where is it? I go, it's in my locker. He goes, is it your locker right outside the door? I go, no, my locker on the 3rd floor. He goes, that's okay. I'll give you a pass to go get it. I was like, according to the principal, we're not supposed to ask for passes. He goes, you didn't ask for it. I offered it. I'm going to give you a pass to go get it. I'm like, I wouldn't take the risk if I was a teacher on some kid running around. What if something happens?
You said that?
Yeah. So he's like, that's okay. I'll be fine.
He's calling your bluff. Oh my gosh.
I'll take it straight to the principal's office, man. Don't give me a pass. He goes, you do that, right? So he writes it out and he gives it to me. I'm like, man, just give me the 0. The whole class peed their pants for about 10 minutes, dude. Just give me the 0. And he just kind of smiled and walked away. And I was like, you got me, you son of a bitch.
He
dude,
got you good.
But the whole class is just waiting in
said
anticipation.
It was at home.
At
home, Carlos.
He got me so hard. And Ronnie still, if I talk to him today, he'll bring that up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
About the time that, that he called my bluff. And I didn't do it. So, I got the 0 for that day. But
oh my god!
And the thing, it was maybe 10 problems. I mean, I could have done that in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And
right. You could have taken that pass,
just
gone
so lazy,
and done it real quick, and then brought it back.
Right. Anyway,
hindsight, man. Hindsight,
dude. I was like, never mind, man. Just give me the 0, and they were screaming in the class. It was hilarious, but because everybody knew, everybody knew, yes. I knew I was full of shit, But you're 14, 15 years old. You think you're slick, and
you think you're gonna outsmart them.
Now I'd be like, listen, man. My grandfather cracked his ankle again, and we were in the hospital all night. Can I bring it tomorrow? But dude, man, he got me nice. Did you ever do, stupid stuff like that where you got in trouble in school? It wasn't real trouble, but it was just, you messed something up. I could see you doing something.
No, because I feel like I'm a totally different person than I was back then. Like, I was goofy at home and stuff with my siblings, but no, like, I was very kind of withdrawn and quiet, Okay. It wasn't my thing. Like, I would hang out with teachers before school started.
Did you?
Yeah.
Putting papers in folders and stuff?
No, I would just hang out and chit chat. It was weird, I guess. I don't know. You have your favorite teacher and you're like bored and stuff, and
yeah.
Like I ate breakfast at school, and then it was Yeah, I'm trying to think if I really did anything. No, like all of my boldest memories from high school are more like when we were playing dodgeball and I got hit in the face and my nose started bleeding.
Oh shoot, that's not funny. Yeah.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, man, I wish I could do high school over. I'm like, nope. Nope.
It was awkward for
I'm
me
good,
too.
Thank you. Yeah.
I was in the Navy Junior ROTC.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh gosh.
Imagine being a freshman dressed up like a bootleg cop. You know what I'm saying? With the hat and the whole shebang, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved it though, because it was not really, because everybody knew that was a program in the school, and you know.
Oh, okay.
At the time, you know, it wasn't cool or it wasn't uncool. It was just like, all right, that's just kind of what they do, you know. You have your jocks,
just the program you're in. Okay.
Your skaters, your stoners. You know what I'm saying?
Your emos, your empaths, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. They have like a bazillion more than they do now, because it used to be just jocks,
the hot
nerds,
chicks, the
popular kids, and that was pretty much it. Now there's all sorts of stuff.
And we were just like in a group of just goofy looking misfits, you know?
Yeah. I feel like tons of people, like if you peaked in high school, that's not a good thing. But yeah, so most of the high school kids were growing and changing and all this weird, awkward stuff. So if you peaked in high school, yeah, that's not good. Like I peaked a little while after high school, and you know, you learn how to take care of yourself a little bit and stuff like that. It was hard for me because I didn't have that growing up. Like we were poor, so I didn't have like makeup and ways to do my hair, like a hair straightener. We didn't have any of that. So I had to go with this little stupid whiplash looking cowlick thing in my front bangs, and you could see it in all of my pictures.
Dude, does she look the same from kindergarten to ninth grade? Like, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, same little cowlick kind of thing.
You know, it's weird because you know, you as a kid, you don't really have any options. You got to do what you know your family does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you don't know. Like I remember.
We didn't have a lot of money growing up either, so I mean, I feel you, dude.
Yeah. I thought that because we were raised Mormon. And I thought that certain things we did had to do with our religion, like brushing your teeth. I thought that was a religious thing. It was so weird, like the way you think about life in general. But, I mean, I didn't spend the night at people's house as a kid unless they were in the church. And that was only because I didn't spend the night with other people unless my parents were out of town or something. So I was going over there for them to watch me, basically. So they would brush their teeth, and I was like, it's a Mormon thing. It was so weird. And then I found one of my best friends in high school. She's the one that just passed away this year from diabetes.
Wow.
And I went to her house, and her mom told her to brush her teeth, and I was like, what? I was like, you brush your teeth? It was so weird.
What do you mean, at night or just at all?
Yeah, at night. Like, I would spend the night with her, and her mom would say, okay, you guys go brush your teeth, get ready for bed. And I was just like, what? What's it? And I didn't, like, verbalize any of these questions. Like, do you brush your teeth because you're, like, going to church? Like, you go to the same church? Like, what is going on? I was so confused. And then slowly I came to the realization that it had nothing to do with religion, going to church. It was just taking care of yourself. It was so right. Is that weird? That's weird, isn't it? I didn't go to the dentist
no, because
either,
kids think dumb things, and you know, if no one explained it to you,
okay,
why would you think differently?
Dumb.
You know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't ask questions about it. It was just something that we did, and you know, we didn't go to the dentist, so it's not like I went to a professional who said, this is how you take care of your teeth and stuff like that. I only saw it inside of my own little world growing up.
Gotcha.
Until I branched out and started to, you know, have these friends that were not raised in the same religion. It was, and then I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is just something you do.
I think we went to the dentist maybe twice or three times, like from my childhood till I left for the Navy, right? Yeah. But I remember in the 70s, my grandma getting a denture made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the denture, and this is messed up, but my mom and my aunt were there, right? Maybe a couple of my uncles. I can't remember. I mean, this is in the 70s, so everybody was still young, you know? And
right.
she puts the upper denture in, and it was oversized, and it made it look like a little kind of like toothy, you know.
Yeah.
And she was gagging, right? And my aunt was laughing her ass off, and I'm like, I don't know what happened to Grandma. I don't know how she lost her teeth, but I'm not doing that right there, Playboy. I can tell you that much. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I used to brush the shit out of my teeth, dude, because I wasn't, you know. And
Yeah.
But my dad worked in a soda factory.
Oh wow.
And so stuff would fall off the truck on a routine basis, right? So we always had like extra soda, you know, like. But it was always like the ghetto sodas, like the
right, the off
grape soda and cream
like
soda.
Mountain Thunder.
You ever had
Dr. Thunder?
You ever had with a pineapple flavored soda? I did. Shit was gross. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they have all these random flavors.
Black cherry, dude, and you could just buy a million different flavors. And it's like you put it in a cooler, and I think the cans were maybe 10 cents a piece, and the kids would go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah.
But we always had this in the house, and you know, I had a couple cavities, you know, when I was in high school, whatever. But nothing serious, and so, yeah, but I knew you had to brush your teeth. That's all I knew. You know? I didn't know about flossing, but I knew about brushing your teeth. And then I was a dental tech in the Navy, and I was like, oh, okay, there's fluoride, floss.
Like, wow, and, this is a whole thing.
So I got on it and got my routine down. But I don't know. It's funny growing up. That's a different world, man. That's a totally different world.
It is. Yeah. So
seriously, it seems like 100 years ago. It's like with the technology and stuff that we had compared to what we have nowadays, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember it pouring down rain after school, and I would have to go use the phone that was in the hall. You know, you get permission, and then they let you use the phone. And nowadays, kids are like texting their parents in the middle of class saying, "Come get me. I don't feel like being here." It's a totally different world, but. I mean, and I guarantee you our parents had these same conversations, you know, when they were our age, and now they're where they are. And it's like it's a never ending kind of thing. Yeah. But it's been, it'll be 6 years. It'll be 30 years graduating high school for me. Right?
In 6 years? Is that what you said?
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm old. Shit.
Dude, it's... what's 87 to now? All right?
Oh, so yeah, you're
I'm like at 34.
Yeah, you're going to be 40 years in 6 years.
I'm 34, 35, almost 35, yeah.
Yeah, you're 10 years ahead of me, so...
And, you know, night and day, man. It's a different world for sure.
Yeah.
Some for the better. And it was always... Here's the thing, man. You know... I think there's always been. I remember hanging out on my dad's front porch just like it was yesterday, dude. And then the guys would come by and we would go out for drive around and just burn gas. You know, just to burn gas. You know, we didn't do anything.
Can't do that now.
No, man. Turn that thing off. Don't idle more than 2 minutes, man.
Right.
But I don't know. It's good times, man. But listen, dude, I'm a little bummed. I'm going to be 100% honest. You know, with that diagnosis, because we had an awesome week, and then it kind of chucked me. And I know you said not to feel sorry, but and I'm not. I think we're gonna be fine. But you know, I hate that you have to deal with it. You know what I mean? And we'll be okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you know, I feel like it's the end of the chapter. You know, and when we stopped IVF, that was the close of a partial chapter. You know, it's almost like your life has parts, and then there's chapters in those parts. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So that was the end of the IVF chapter. And then we tried naturally for a couple of years until now. So that's the end of this chapter. And this is the end of a part, like part 2. And then part 3 is our house, our
all the good stuff,
you know,
that
retirement,
comes, you know?
our, you know, all the stuff when life starts to slow down a little bit. So, you know, I'm excited about that. And, you know, we'll have a lot to navigate because, you know, we won't have children, we won't have grandchildren. So there's going to be waves where it kind of hits in different places. But, you know, overall, I've got, you know, a lot of little ones in my life that I can celebrate with and spoil the heck out of, and I don't have all the responsibility of trying to like raise them. So, there's a little bit of a silver lining, I guess. And
right.
I'm the type to find that little silver lining no matter what it is, because
you have to.
Overall, life could always be worse. It could always be worse.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the truest. That's the truest shit ever. Because if you think your situation sucks now, gotta be like, really? All right, now watch this. Boom, there goes your left foot. You know what I mean? Now what?
All right, great. Now I gotta. Like the spider, it could like chew my face off in the middle of the night. I wouldn't like that so much. That would make life a little bit worse. Yeah. Yeah. It would.
Here's the thing: the spider situation, he could be 6 times bigger. There could be 200 of them. You know what I'm saying? It can always get worse. So.
All right. Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
If you got 200 of them things, bro, you better tell John to grab a can of a propane tank and a leaf burner and just start going to work.
Yeah, we're outie. Bye. Bye. Anyway.
Get the dogs out, take the thing on fire. All right, dude.
I think that's a wrap.
I think it is a wrap. So we're calling this 157.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep, and then we'll have long lost episodes later on when we
maybe. Yeah. Okay, so this is 157. So season 4, let's say, will come out. Give me a date. When are we dropping season 4?
Let's start first episode in November. Okay. We'll do that'll start season 4. Yeah.
Guys, until season 4, we're gonna make announcements. We're gonna post stuff on Facebook, and we're gonna drop episode 1 or 158.
Yes,
season 4.
Start season 4. Yep.
In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So don't miss us too much. If you do, go back to episode 1 and start all over. That's what I do at the office, and enjoy it all over again.
I might do that with Seinfeld. I think I want to do that again.
Oh, I love it. Yes, Seinfeld is awesome too.
All right, Sandra.
All right,
listen,
cool.
Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Have a good day, and
all right,
to
you too,
everyone
buddy.
out there, thank you. Go floss yourselves.
Yeah, thanks for making OYF a part of your lives and a successful season 3. That was awesome. And go floss yourselves.
Take care.
Bye.